I told you last time about the story of Matasi. Ukiangalia the lineup ya Harambee Stars, sai mostly ilikuwa overtaken na watu wa wenye wako, it's almost like walikuwa wamesema hata mlisikia, and it's on the public domain, na kwamba majority of the people who are there, they are of one community. I'm not inciting about the community, and I'm tempted to say this because I remember when the story of Matasi came in place. Matasi ni kijana wetu kutoka hapa Malava, na wakasema ati, na nikawaambia intention ya Matasi hiyo ilikuwa about kumimplicate atolewe katika national team, na yeye ndio kijana wetu wa huku ya wali ambaye alikuwa hapo peke yake. So mimi najiuliza swali, and then after that FKF inakuja inamsuspend for 90 days at investigation. Mimi kitu my question yenye nauliza, ule mtu mwenye alikuwa na mrecord wamemshika, and what was his intention? What if somebody just calls me and I want you to do this, I want you to do this, come on story too, and maybe somebody thinks that maybe it was a job. I'm just assuming. Kama wanasema ati goal, walimpiga goal, mbona wale watu wao wenye walikuwa na wakina nani au watu wao jamii yao hii, mbona wangefunga mabao mingi? Mbona pia walikuwa wanapoteza? Mpira hata inaweza kutoka hivi. You cannot say that because umefungwa one goal ati wewe umenuliwa. That's being tribal, and I want to tell them that nimeona jeuzi huyu mtu anaitwa Fred Arocho hata anasema anadharau timu ya FC, timu ambayo inaanguka. Hata anasema ati mimi ananicastigate mimi. Wewe unataka niambie wewe Arocho, toa tribal kwa Radio 47. You cannot be like wewe ni radio presenter alafu unaongelea mtu. Mimi badala ya kukemea yale ambayo ilifanyika katika ya stadium, wewe unaangalia ati mimi niliharibu. And it's me who told people to go and stand with Gabon. Sasa mimi natokelezea wapi? Unajua mimi nafikirianga watu ambao wamesoma wanakuwa na akili kidogo, but they still believe in their tribal lines and all that. And to come to a conclusion, I want to tell them that sisi tumetumiwa sana na mimi Wajaluo wametudharau sana sisi, and I want to say this, wametudharau sana. They believe ya kwamba wao ndio wana raise leaders from the Luhya nation, wao ndio wana mentor viongozi wao ndio wana bring down. Asa ukiuliza pia, angalia babu na mwamba, angalia sijui Malala, angalia sijui na, we want to tell them that one, those are the days are gone. We are no longer going to be their subjects, and the time for us as a nation, we are going to raise our own leaders. Si ati wakati wako kwa serikali ni mzuri, wakiwa ndani nje ukisema ati heshimu serikali, heshimu Raila. Kwani Raila ni Mungu? Is it a God? No, it's not God. Ati ukimuuliza yana anataka ni hata akisema kitu hatuwezi comment. As long as your people, your person angali kwa active politics, we will tell him whether ako na miaka 1000, whether ako na miaka 900. Hiyo it's none of our business, and that one should be on record. That one should be on record. Na sisi tunasema kwamba this time round mambo ya ODM tumeshamalizana nayo. It is going to be like 2027 is going to be like ile ilikuwa huko Central. Ulikuwa kwa Jubilee, they just, even if we are good, wanakupigia wakata kwa sababu just because we are in that party. I want to warn all the Luhya leaders ambao bado wanaimba ODM, ninyi wote mnaenda nyumbani. We have put the strategies in place, because we cannot be the subjects of those people. Na wanatudharau kabisa. Wanajua wanasema ati wametuandikia ati sijui mboti. Kwani sisi ndio tujiajiri Wajaluo? Wanatuambia nini? Mambo ya kazi tunafanya pamoja, lakini mambo ya siasa hakuna. Atukiguza Raila, hata ule mwenye kina Ken Mijungu, watu ambao wamesoma tu, kina Ubina, watu ambao wako tu, watu yani the people just like, I want to tell these people to wake up, to stop that nonsense.
Kinaniudhi ni kuna wanasiasa ambao wanaanza kuingia katika masuala ya kandanda, na mimi wananiudhi sana. Wakati timu inaanguka, kwanza kwa mfano hii timu yako ya FC Leopards, Mheshimiwa Salasya ni mwanachama, ni shabiki, ni nani katika Chingwe?
Mheshimiwa Salasya si mwanachama, na yeye nadhania ni by default, sababu yeye ni Mluhya, anaona yeye ni mtu wa FC
na.
Lakini nadhani hiyo ndio ilikuwa mara yake ya kwanza kuja kwa stadium, hajawahi hudhuria mechi yote, na tumejaribu kumsemeza ndiposa hizi vitu zote anaweka kwa social media. Sisi hatuko hapo, sisi yani tunahubiri amani. Tumejitoa, yeye si mmoja wetu, na sisi tunamwambia mechi ya kesho ni baina ya FC Leopards na Gor Mahia, mashemeji, na tunataka amani. Hizo vitu sijui kuna watu watatoka wapi wakuje wa revenge, hatujui ni revenge gani ama ni revenge nini. Sisi tunakuja kucheza mpira kesho, na mpira ni undugu, mpira ni ya urafiki, mpira ni team, watu wajuane, washirikiane,
watu wapendane.
Bunge, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BAV. This is Bunge Audio Vision. Yeah, so today we are diving into another controversial story shaking up Kenyan football and politics. And you're able to see a member of parliament, that is Peter Salasya, has called out Radio 47 journalist over comments made about him following the suspension of the Harambee Stars goalkeeper, that is Patrick Matasi. And Salasya believes that this is more than just a football issue. He sees it as a tribal witch hunt against the Luhya players by the Luo community. So without further ado, I'd like to thank you guys for the 300 subscribers. Let's keep on subscribing, and this is a journey to 1,000 subscribers. And as we continue with wherever we are, as we continue from wherever we are, let's break it all down. After you watch the two videos, the one Salasya firing back at the radio presenter of Radio 47, and after the case of Matasi's suspension by the FKF, that is the Football Kenyan Federation, we are able to see that so many things at the moment are happening, and so many questions are being raised at the same time over the allegations of match manipulation, or rather match fixing. So let's talk about the Matasi suspension in the first segment. Then we'll talk about the Radio 47 controversy. I'm just giving you a brief story of what actually happened. So here's what happened. So Patrick Matasi, a well-known Luhya footballer and goalkeeper for Harambee Stars, has been suspended for 90 days by the Football Kenya Federation, that is FKF, due to match fixing allegations. And investigations are ongoing, and the suspensions has sparked a heated debate. And we've been able to see figures like Member of Parliament Salasya, Member of Parliament for Mia Assist, that is Peter Salasya, believe that this is not just about match fixing, but rather a targeted political move to remove the Luhya's players from the national team. And we've also seen that he was able, the questions of, he has also questioned the credibility of the leaked video allegedly showing Matasi agreeing to match fix, demanding that the person who leaked it should also step forward for transparency purposes, because there is no way you can say that Matasi is participating in match fixing or match manipulation, yet there is nobody who participated in the same activity with or rather in the same deal with the Matasi, who has come out to strongly say that yes, I've confessed, I'm the one who was cutting this deal with Matasi. So talking about the Radio 47 controversy, we've seen a journalist from Radio 47 reportedly making some remarks about Salasya after he spoke out in defense of Matasi. And this led Salasya to accuse the media house of tribal bias, saying that we are no longer going to be subjects of Luos going forward. And they look down upon us, and we must speak without fear. And this silly journalist has brought tribalism on radio and Radio 47. If you continue hiring people who hate Luhyas and allow them to speak live on air, that is foolishness, and I think that is going to work against you as a media house. And well, this comes just days after Salasya was attacked by what he called the Luo goons at the Nyayo Stadium during the Harambee Stars versus Gabon World Cup qualifiers. And Salasya claims that his attack was politically motivated, and that there is a growing attempt to sideline Luhya players from the national team, that is the national football team, that is Harambee Stars. And as you talk about the tribalism and media responsibility in sports, this story raises so many important questions, because Number one, we should be able to ask ourselves: is tribalism influencing the Kenyan football, and not just Kenyan football? Is tribalism influencing so many sporting activities in the country? Because Kenya has long struggled with tribal divisions, and politics often seeps into sports. Because we've got certain communities being sidelined from the national teams, and there are so many emotional reactions of Matasi's suspension, following Matasi's suspension, because they feel that since Matasi was the only leader in the national team, and the video that leaked of Matasi having to making an agreement on fixing the matches with somebody who was couldn't be able to be seen in the video, has really made so many people be skeptical about the match fixing allegation. Because if I told the guy who had made deals could have come out clearly and say that I've confessed, I wanted to do match fixing and I did it with Matasi, I think that could be able to make many think that Matasi was going against the clauses in the FKF constitution, that is the Integrity Act. So for us, I think what I can say is that we also need to look at the way we are giving we're feeding the public with information, and this goes to the journalists and so many other people working as content creators, because the role of the media is to inform and not to inflame. Because if a journalist makes statements that can be perceived as tribal, now how should media houses handle such kind of situation? Because match fixing is an issue that has been experiencing is a global issue, and so many people have been able to pay the ultimate price of participating in match fixing or other match manipulation, because match fixing is a very, very serious crime in football. And if Matasi is guilty, the FKF has a duty to take action. But if this is indeed a political witch hunt, what does it say about the integrity of our sports management? Because there are so many people who have been facing these kind of challenges that Matasi is facing at the moment. But the good thing is that they were able to prove themselves beyond reasonable doubt that they were not directly involved, or rather they were not in any way whatsoever involved in such kind of accusations that some people have made about them. And what is the way forward about this particular issue? Because from Matasi's case, where now do we go from here? Because number one, we need to ensure, before even knowing the kind of direction that we need to take, first of all, we need to do thorough investigation at this particular moment, because accusations alone are not enough to make Matasi get suspended indefinitely, because Matasi deserves what to call a fair trial, or rather a fair process. So media houses also on the other side must promote responsible journalism, because tribalism is a very, very sensitive issue, and journalists must be careful not to fuel unnecessary divisions in the sporting sector. Then we also need to ensure that politicians should avoid inflaming tensions, and that leaders have influence and they must use their platforms wisely to unite and not divide various members of the community. Then we also need to ensure that football and many other sports remain a unifying sport. Regardless of the tribe, the best players should represent the country, and the Football Kenyan Federation must ensure that all decisions are based on merit and not politics. So there should be no reason whatsoever to ask one player and field another just because of their tribal differences, just because of their financial background, just because of their race, just because of any other many aspects that people usually look upon, so that they can be able to give the other players privileges on whatever they're trying to do, or rather on whatever they're trying to pursue. So what I can say about this incident is that, or rather this particular story, is that at the end of the day, sports should bring us together, not divide us. But when politics and tribalism mix with football, things usually get messy. So I don't know, what do you think about Matasi's suspension? Is this about match fixing, or is there something that is something deeper happening in this realm of sports? So guys, I don't know, I want you guys to keep the conversation going. Drop a comment there, share your views, and let's demand fairness in our football fraternity at the end of the day. Because once you destroy such kind of once there's no conducive environment to nurture upcoming talent, or rather the existing talent, it means that as a country we are going to fail in the entire realm of sports, and it means that at the end of the day, the performance will be experiencing what you call a downward spiral in the sporting sector. So yeah, guys, tell me in the comment section, what do you think about Matasi's case, and do you think Peter Salasya is actually fighting for what is right in the realm of sports, or do you think the journalist was right the moment he said that Salasya was trying to bring about politics in sports, which could affect the performance of players in the country, rather of our nation as a whole, in terms of sporting activities? Yeah. So yeah, guys, tell me about in the comment section. Share your sentiments, share your opinions, and stay tuned for more updates. Keep on subscribing to my channel. Keep on liking my videos. Keep on commenting. If you feel there's a place I've stumbled, comment section iko hapo chini. Thank you very much, and yeah, enjoy your day, and yeah, have a nice time.